Okay. All right. Turn that up. Ah. Okay. Ah. Okay. Okay. Sick. Uh. Okay. I didn't anticipate for this to go live all of a sudden. But I guess it is. Uh. Okay. Um. We'll. Well, I guess I'll just get set up. I guess I'll just get set up this way. Well, dang. I guess I just gotta do it like this. Oh my gosh. Uh, okay. I this is a little scuffed, but but sure, but sure. Hello everybody. Uh, we are currently streaming. So, um, and today we have. I think the title hasn't even changed, which which stinks if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. So, edit. Ugh, hate this. Trying to do the FNAF. The FNAF iceberg. And then we'll just make a new one. This is super scuffed. FNAF 5 Nights at Freddy's. FNAF iceberg. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible because like I was just like because like normally with Streamlabs it tells you and then you can set up a time and date of when to do it, but like now it's just like nope. You're doing it right now, buddy. You're doing it right now. My gosh, I literally have not even set up anything. This is so scuffed. Don't mind me. Okay. I'm waiting for the thing to pop back up so I can see how that looks. That looks fine. That looks fine. Okay, so I guess we could. I guess I can wait for people to. I guess I could try to wait for people to get in, cause I genuinely have no idea. Let's check YouTube. We're about to start. We're like, I say we're gonna start here in a second. First of all, I just want to say that is first of all the the new Mario video is doing insanely well. It's now my most viewed video on the channel. I will admit, it's a little scuffed. I mean, my vocals are a little low, and I could have done better with the vocal impression. I think I just rushed it just a little much, just a little much, to the point of I'm proud of it. Like I could have done better, but I just didn't. But yeah, it is currently at like okay, 1.3k views, which is insane. This is insane. Before we start, actually, real quick, I want to give shout outs. I want to give some shout outs. I want to give some shout outs to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. I want to give some shout outs real quick. So everyone that has subscribed, I see them right now. So everyone that I can publicly see who has subscribed. So we have shout outs to Fantonics, shout outs to Splashigan, shout outs to Yuval sorry, if I butchered that name, I'm so sorry. Margamel, Watcher, Some Guy, Blossom, LDC, Alwan Jaya, Squid on a Chair, and Mr. Hobo Robo, which I don't think I need to shout out Mr. Hobo Robo, because dude got 2.24k subscribers, which I wish I had those numbers, man. I wish I did. Man. But yeah, so those are all of the current, those are not all of the subs, right? I can't see all of the subs unless they are publicly seen. So sadly, I can't for those. I wish I could, because I wish I could see every single person who has subscribed, because that would absolutely be incredible, and I would absolutely just give every single one of y'all a shout out. Because I used to do this thing where I would put them in the description. I would put their names in the description. Let's put some background music up, actually, because this is it's gonna get a little boring, right? So let's just do the classic. Start at the beginning. Okay. That should be fine. Let me check the volume on that. That should be fine. Let me check the volume on that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, yeah. Gonna wait a little longer for people to get in because there's no one here. So, we're gonna share this. Share this on Twitter. That posted correctly, right? Okay. I mean, yeah, sort of did. Huh, YouTube is down right now? I bet. And then let's go to the community page. We are 9 subs away from 100. So that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Trying to get this out as much as possible for people who are wanting to watch. So, that should be everything. That should be everything. Okay. Let's just get into this. I guess to just get in the mood, we'll just put on some sick jams. So, let's to this. So, FNAF background. Yeah, let's just put that. Oh my gosh, these are all like hour longs? Man, none of these are just... Animatronics are looking at me. They're looking at me. No. No, oh man. Oh man. You're scaring me. Bonnie left. I'm just watching the video. Alright, let's start. Alright, so let's get into this. So we have pulled up here the Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Iceberg. Let me close these notifications. Here we go. So we have the Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Iceberg, and I'm going to see how many I could do just on the top of my head. We're only gonna do this for probably about an hour. This thing is long, like we're talking long. Like, have y'all ever lived? Like preach. So we're gonna try this out, right? All right. Tier 1. Tier 1 is the basic stuff. Okay, it's not that long. We could possibly get through this and number 2, right? So first of all, we got 1987 in custom in FNAF's FNAF 1's custom night. So, if for who don't know, it is. I gotta mute this, dude. It's it's really messing with my head. All right. So 1987 FNAF 1's custom night is essentially when if you set the animatronics to 1987, originally nothing happened, right? It would just play the game normally, and people thought that it was an Easter egg of some sorts that Scott Cawthon, the creator of the game, would do, especially since the Bite of 87 was introduced in this game. Later on, as an update, they made a update. Well, not they. Scott made an update of to where in 1987 there was a Golden Freddy jump scare. If you set it, the animatronics to 1987, now it would make it to where Golden Freddy would jump scare and your game would crash. Essentially, that's how it was, right? So that's the first one out of this entire thing. Freedom. Okay, so this is high up. I would put this at probably tier 2 or tier 3, right? So I don't know. Make of that with what you will, but Freedom is essentially in the FNAF 2 trailer that Scott released. I was gonna say first one, but there's just only one. In the first one, Scott made a trailer, and at the end of that trailer, I mean, I could just show, right? FNAF 2 trailer, right? Scott made this 23 million views. So right, you have bridges falling down. Yeah, you have that. We're gonna turn this right. And then obviously the most replayed part is Foxy's jump scare, which actually was weird, right? Because when people heard it again, they noticed that it sounded like Foxy was saying freedom, which it's very pulling it, but you let me know what you think. I'll play it again. Do you hear it? It's like at this point, it's like if you were early in the series and you were essentially pinpointing all these things, of course you're gonna hear it, right? It's like Daka was talking about it, Razbowski was talking about it, Matt. I don't think Matt was Matt Bad talking about it. I don't think so. Maybe he was, but that's a completely different story, right? So that's the second entry, right? Mike Kill All. This is essentially the same thing. So Mike Kill All. Mike Kill All. FNAF 2, right? So okay, yeah. So essentially, so this is essentially from the beginning. As we played it, there was London bridges falling down, London bridges falling down. My Fair Lady. In that, if you reversed it, it would give if you reverse it, it would sound like it's saying Mike Kill All. Which none of us knew, except for like the people who like checked it out, because like we were like Mike Schmidt from the first game, so Mike is a murderer. No. Oh, how naive we were to think that Mike Kill All. Oh, how naive we were. Okay, but here we are, bandicam.com. So okay, yeah. So this is right. So the bridge is falling down, and then, yeah. You hear it? It says, it sounds like it is. It's pretty clear. It's more clear than Freedom from Foxy, but if you listen, it's a stretch, but keep in mind this was 2014. Was this made? Oh, this is 2015. Man. Dang. Gosh, that was a while ago. All right. Was that the bite of 87? Everyone knows this, right? Let's just go to a new tab. The bite of 87 videos. Actually, shout outs to CG5. I love that video, and I love the song itself. Oh, I typed it in wrong. Was that the bite of 87? Was that the bite of 87?
Hey guys, I think the little man.
I love this video so much.
Was that the bite of 87?
Oh wait, okay. I think it's also there in this part. He's like,
what?
Hold up. I think he's like my world. Oh, my whole world is turned upside down.
My whole world is turned upside down. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, Mark. Oh man. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Oh, it's so good. Hashtag I stand by Scott. Was this during the? Yeah, this was during Trump. Okay, so I stand with Scott. Okay, so I stand with Scott. Was essentially this hashtag that was going around when people discovered that Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, put money. Donated money to. I think it was towards like a foundation that was supporting Republicans at the time. Because and the hashtag I stand with Scott was people defending Scott for doing that, because people were like, "Oh my God, Scott is such a terrible person for donating to like Trump foundations and stuff," which people were literally telling him it's like let's say you shouldn't hate of what Scott is doing, because what he believes in is that these people are going to make his family's lives better, right? So that's absolutely the case, and support that any way you will, and obviously I stood with Scott because Scott can do whatever he wants with his money, right? And especially if it's something of a great cause, like supporting his family and wanting his family to have a great life, and him just wanting his family to be safe and stuff. So that's I stand with Scott. Pretty simple. Afton Robotics. This is books. This is book. Oh no, we're going into book lore. Oh man. Oh lord. Oh man, I feel. Oh man, I don't want to go into book. Is there a general community teaser Easter egg theory? Unused merchandise for in-game hooks. No, why wouldn't you put it as books? See, okay, the creator of this iceberg, if they ever see it, right? Oh my gosh! Wait, it explains it. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. It explains it. I got that right. Wait, where people were saying this to support the choice of retirement. Wait, was I right? I hope I was. I was. All right. Okay, so after robotics, let me just refresh real quick. Does this have anything to do with the book? Okay. No, it doesn't. Okay. So, referring to the games, okay. So, After Robotics is the company that made the animatronics. Most importantly, it was William Afton creating the animatronics. So, yeah. And essentially, if William Afton doesn't come up again in this entire iceberg, I guess, which I'm surprised he's not like top, right? It's a little weird, but so yeah, Afton Robotics was founded by William Afton, and that's essentially what the animatronics were created. And I think specifically the first specifically Afton Robotics was first introduced in Sister Location. That's how the animatronics were described, as being created by Afton Robotics. Which this was the first time in the game's history that the books were being referenced in the games, right? The books were being referenced in the games. Technically, so, because and then you got MatPat's theories behind like FNAF 4, which you can take it back to FNAF 4 even. Where MatPat suggested that the box was referenced in the book because I don't remember the specifics of that, but essentially After Robotics, William Afton created robots. That's it. Ambience. Okay, so yeah. So the ambience, this is mostly just referring to. Wait, it's an Easter egg? Wait, what are you talking about? These are creepy. Oh, okay, so I was right. I don't know why it's put as secret or Easter egg. It's not really, but it's so the ambience of Five Nights at Freddy's is its big helping hand when it comes to its success, right? To its horror even. So gosh, I gotta really use my brain for this one. The ambience behind it is that any little details from like the humming of Foxy to like the I guess you can call it the mellowness of the fan of it blowing, and just the air conditioning and everything around it. And then you got like the weird ones, right? Like there's like subtle like hits and bangs and stuff that just sound too synthy to be real, so it's sort of uncanny, right? It's uncanny ambience. That's how I describe Five Nights at Freddy's. Uncanny ambience. About to say let's look up FNAF ambience. So I guess we can. I mean, this is a good example, right? It's what we were playing earlier in the stream. It's just so. It's just unnerving, and just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Essentially, excuse me. Anim dude. Background image, anim dude, people. Anim dude, anim dude, anim dude, anim. I actually might not know this. This might be the first one that I actually genuinely don't know. Let me double check. Oh, yeah. It was it was Scott's original username. Why is this so high up? Gosh, this makes me scared of the bottom, right? So Scott's original name on, I believe, I gotta refresh it. Anim dude. There's a dog barking outside. And it's really So yeah, Anim dude, right? It was Scott's original avatar. Um and he and it was put into FNAF World, essentially, as a character, and the boss, right? And it was essentially how Scott put himself into the games, not before he put himself into the games with help wanted. Um, that's essentially just behind it. Ballora is William Afton's wife. So back to game theories. Game theory. My name is Matt Pat, and this is game theory. So, regarding everything revolving around Matt Pat and game theory, Matt Pat suggested that since all these people in sister location were hey, I'm tired. Everyone in sister location was being possessed by an animatronic. And it was mostly just everyone in like William's family, right? So because you had Baby, which was his daughter, and then you had I don't remember. I genuinely don't. But okay, just juxtaposition, right? It's so TLDR. Ballora gives specific audio cues of like lines and stuff, right? Let's just Ballora voice lines, right? So let's okay. 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 Someone there? I can hear someone creeping through my room. Perhaps not. Why do you hide inside your walls when there's music in my halls? All I see is an empty room, no more joy, an empty tomb. It's so good to sing all day, to dance and spin, to fly away. Okay. So, if I'm correct, this infers with um, when when William got got um got snapped by the Bring Bonnie suit in FNAF 3, that mini game, when he got snapped in there and was stuck in there until Fazbear Frights. This was essentially, I'm pretty sure this was like, and then this was the perspective of the mother, that all I see is an empty room, no more joy, an empty tomb. And this could also be referring to crying child. Whenever he died, all there was just an empty room. So I think that's right? Okay. And then there's like things like admit it, you wanted me to let me in, which this was from Multiple Custom Night, which the theory is that this is William Afton's purgatory in hell. So it would make sense that if she says admit it, you wanted to let me in, Um, uh, it would make sense if it is William Afton's wife, right? So, yeah, essentially. So there's that. Uh, okay, we are literally not even. Jeez, we're not even halfway down with the tier one. Bite of 87 versus Bite of 83. So this was the debate during FNAF 4. When we just saw Mark playing FNAF 4, he watched as the crying child was bit, and he suggested that it was the Bite of 87, which it isn't, because there is a TV in the house, which if you go up to it, an Easter egg plays of an advert for Fredbear and Friends. And it says the date 1983, right? So, I mean, it could be a rerun of like from 4 years ago, but I don't think so. That's who knows. Blocked out kitchen camera. This is referencing the fact that the kitchen camera is always normally blocked out in FNAF 1. And then it is blocked out again in Ultimate Custom Night. Right? Yeah, that's right. Cool. Bonnie is purple. Bonnie is... I mean, was he purple in the first one? Right? Like, he was... Yeah, he's purple. It's just the lighting, right? So, Bonnie is purple, right? He's a purple rabbit. Like, if we were to go to, like, the FNAF 1 and then go to the trailer, right? And then Bonnie is purple. He's purple. Bonnie is purple. But if we go back to like the ambience video, right, that we were watching, it looks like yeah, right there, it looks like he's blue, which is just because of darkness, right? When you put purple in darkness, your eyes assume it's blue, right? Because it's one of the main three colors, right? Red, yellow, and blue, right? Or technically be red, green, and blue. Yeah, red, green, and blue, right? So, as that, burn trap. Oh, what is this? Is this security breach? Wait, burn trap is the optional final boss. Staying optional because he's the boss of the Afton ending. Yeah, this is, yeah, okay. So there is Afton, who comes out of a charging station in security breach, and he's presumed dead, but obviously he's not. He's possessing the spirit of this thing, and it looks burned, right? It looks completely burned. Secondly, let me see if y'all can see it. Yeah, y'all can see it. This thing right here is super chilling, right? It's super chilling. I don't like it, and I don't think anyone else likes it. That's not cool, man. I don't know what that is from. What is that from? Gosh, it's so life-size. So yeah, Burn Trap is the final boss in Security Breach to get the technical official ending of the game. We go down to the FNAF 6 pizzeria that is built, that the mall is built on top of. And down below you see the blob, and then the blob is also joined with William Afton's soul in Burn Trap, and it's so confusing. Just please just go with this. Cassidy's an easy one. FNAF, the survival guide. In that book there was text regarding the crying child, Michael Afton, and the pup. Who's the third one? There's another one. It's in there. I don't remember the other person. I remember Michael Afton and then the Crying Child. Um, and in that book, there are numbers, right? There are numbers, right? And it made it seem out to be coordinates. Well, not coordinates, like, well, I mean coordinates on a dotted path, right? Um, which MapPad was having trouble with. So when the community came together, they noticed that there was a part in there where there was a bunch of numbers, right? There was a bunch of numbers, and they put them, and there's a bunch of letters together. They put the letters together on this grid, and then they sorted it out, and it spelled out Cassidy, right? Spelled out Cassidy. So that is presumably the spirit that is inside Golden Freddy, right? There's that. CG5. Back to what I was saying. CG5 makes music, and he mostly he made FNAF music, right? FNAF CG5. Yeah, he's made a lot of FNAF music. This one getting almost 100 million views. I need a break. Oh, that was a month ago. So he's actually taking a break. Dang. So his most popular one is it's the second most popular song, which is big, and his and one, two, three. Wait, one, two, three. There, out of the top 10 most viewed songs on his channel, it is 3 of them are FNAF. Yes. Okay. So there's that. Back to this. Chipper and Sons Lumber Company. This was the game that a lot of that Scott made right before Five Nights at Freddy's, and the animatronics. Well, not animatronics. The Chipper and Sons, the actual beavers. People criticized because they said they look like robotic animatronics, to which Scott was heartbroken that people did not like his game. And because of that, he was like, I'll have one more crack at game development, and created Five Nights at Freddy's. So we all know how that came about, which is just a great story, right? So confusing timeline. Couldn't say less. The games do not have a very clear timeline. I mean, there is somewhat of a clear timeline if you want me to recommend a video to you. Wendigoon FNAF. Yeah, Wendigoon FNAF. This one I would suggest, right? I've seen this, but I rewatch it a lot, so, and I just didn't finish it this time. But yeah, this is a very good video, and I highly suggest y'all check this out. It's really good. 4 million views. Wendigoon putting in the work. I want to one day collab with him on a project, but I don't know if he'll respond to me. No. So, moving on. Console and mobile ports. So yeah, there are console and mobile ports of. I think all. There. Okay. Each game has a console port. FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location. Except FNAF World. FNAF World is the only one that does not have a console port, I believe. And then not all games have a mobile port. Let me look this up. What FNAF games have mobile ports? Okay. Where is it? Okay, FNAF's 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location. What is this? Oh, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, and then Ultimate Custom Night. So the only ones in the same franchise, for obvious reasons, that don't have mobile ports are there are Help Wanted and Security Breach. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, there's that. DA Games. DA Games is a YouTuber who makes I just realized these are all in alphabetical order. So, and we are only in D's. Cool. So this is when he is a content creator that made music, so most like CG5, but I think his has more views. I am pretty sure. Come on. I believe. Okay, I believe DA Games. I haven't watched him in a while. Right. Okay, let's pause that. I don't think it's his most popular. Yeah, I was about to say no way. He's not known for like FNAF songs. But his Five Nights at Freddy's 4 song, "Break My Mind," has 86 million views, and it still gets views every hour. Which if you do not have vidIQ, I highly recommend it. So, cool. That's FL Studio. I'm clicking random things. Okay. Dako is a content creator who has been with this series ever since the beginning. Okay. He is most known for his interview with Scott Cawthon, where because he interviewed Scott, he also beat 50/20 mode. Was the second ever person to do so, which is I was so upset about that. I wanted him to be the first, because that would have been so crazy. What else has he done? He has done charity streams, donating money to saving money to beat cancer. I believe that's the charity. But he's a great guy, absolutely great guy. He made FNAF music, like Into the Pit and stuff, which are absolute bops. And then mostly just my gosh, my head. And then it came down to where he just always did FNAF, and his reactions to the Security Breach trailer are a doozy to watch if you're ever feeling down. This is not FNAF. It's just not. Okay. Each game has actually got 7 nights. So, yeah, this is Frank. Say hi. This is frankly known. FNAF 1 has 7 nights, 6 normal nights plus a custom night. FNAF 2 has the same. FNAF 3 has the same, right? Well, FNAF 3 has 4, right? It has 5. So it has more than 7 nights, I believe. It has aggressive mode and nightmare mode, right? FNAF 4, it has the same modes, but there's like more things, customization. There's cheats allowed into it too. Yeah, so and then Sister Location. Sister Location doesn't have 7 nights. Sister Location doesn't have 7 nights, I don't think. See, you have 1, 2, you have the normal 5, but Michael gets scooped in the end, and then the 6th night mean, technically, yeah. Because I mean, if you want to count the secret ending of FNAF Security Breach, not Security Breach, Sister Location. If you want to count the sixth night of Sister Location to be when you instead of going left, you go right into where the Ultimate Custom Night takes place. But it's not Ultimate Custom Night. It's just you're facing off against Enter only. And because of that, it is I guess you could technically count it as 7 nights. So that's FNAF 5. FNAF 6 has 7. No, it doesn't. FNAF 6 does not have 7 nights. It has 6 nights because you go from Monday through Saturday, and you want them all to be in one place. It doesn't have 7. Okay. It technically, yes. Okay, I mean, technically, yes. Because Scott originally wanted Ultimate Custom Night to be in FNAF 6. So that would have been the 7th night. So, technically, it is 7 nights, right? So, yeah, so that's that. Endoskeleton hands clip through Freddy's suit. FNAF 1 trailer. Yeah. Yeah, if we watch the trailer, I think I remember where this originally is. I hope I'm right. Yeah. So I think that's it. His endoskeleton clips through his suit. And I mean, I think that's the more evident one. So, but I don't really mind it. It's really not that big of a deal. So that's that. God, we're actually probably just only gonna get through half of this today, cause, oh my gosh, like, jeez. Okay. So, yeah. Everything takes place in a dream/coma. Back to MapPad again. So, during a GT live stream, or was it for Game Theory? Either one, right? They were live streaming after FNAF 4. They were like all collaborating, and they were all trying to go and figure out what this game was. Trying to finally figure out the story behind it. And during that live stream, they kept having stream issues where the stream kept crashing. And after the last one, they noticed that Scott had been updating the website, the scottgames.com. He kept updating that, and it would give specific quote unquote answers, or well, it's more of like pointing in them into directions of what to do. And then one of them that was a big one was in the FNAF 4 minigame, why would Tiny Toy Chica be missing her beak? Which everyone was like, what does that mean? So they went back, they played all the FNAF 4 things, and they noticed that there was this little Chica figurine that had her beak fell off. It was 3 orange pixels, and those 3 orange pixels blew everything out of proportion. This created the dream theory, right? Where everything in the games takes place in the mind of a child, which made sense, right? It made 100% sense, right? Everything just stuck together too well, and you could just call it like Eddie, like it's like, oh, what about Willie Matson? That was just his dad. He's just scared of his dad, right? So everything just fit there, and that's what everyone thought. And guess what? And this is technically a theory that technically wasn't proven, but everyone as a collective is like, yeah, this was the story that we can tell was the story, right? This was the intended story, but I don't think Scott felt comfortable with that, so I think he wanted to change it up a bit, right? But essentially FNAF 1 through 4, you could say dream theory for all of them, and it would just make sense, right? All right, carry on. Failed Kickstarter. Okay, so it is in here. Back to whenever Scott was back to when he wanted to make Five Nights at Freddy's as the last game. He put out a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter raised a grand total of $0. And I think it's mostly because Scott ended it early, which was the main reason, which people don't really say. But Scott ended it early for some reason, right? Fall Guys, Dead by Daylight, and Fortnite. Okay, so essentially these are IPs that people assume that FNAF would collaborate at some point, which the only one that I would be hyped about is Dead by Daylight, because that's like that would just be perfect, right? That would be perfect. But Fall Guys, I guess, and then Fortnite, I guess, but Dead by Daylight just fits. Fan art. This could be referring to, well, just the amount of fan art there is of Five Nights at Freddy's characters and William Afton, Michael Afton, Crying Child, all that. Or this could be referring to the fan art, the fan art incident of Help Wanted, where promotional picture of FNAF Help Wanted showed this amalgamation of all the faces, Freddy front and center, but there was a spring trap, there's a golden Bonnie in the back that was actually was fan art. That was fan art, and I believe since Steel Wool was the creators of those, they assumed that it was Scott's original design, so they used it, which led him down just a big legal path of just a bunch of legal troubles with it. So they took it down. Scott apologized. Which was just sad because it wasn't Scott's fault, because he didn't know any better, right? Fan names being canonized. Okay, so we have, I don't know, Freddles. So Freddles is a fan name. Purple Guy's a fan name, which I don't want to say the specifics yet because I feel like it's going to be later down in the iceberg. So, and you're going to want to hear that. So you have Purple Guy, you have Golden Freddy, which is another one that I don't want to say originated from. Freddles, that was just community. Phone Guy, technically, yeah. And just I think a couple more, honestly. I don't know. I guess there was just more. I think those are the big ones. There might be minute ones, but I don't remember. Fan songs, like we talked about before. There was CG5, DA Games, and even Daco made some. Okay. Fazbear Fanverse Initiative. So these are a bunch of games that Scott made. Well, this is essentially a initiative where Scott takes a bunch of fan creators of popular fan games at the time, and essentially gave them a lot of money to tell them, hey, make the best game you possibly can, right? Make the best game you can. And a bunch of them that are coming out is another Five Nights at Candy's, another One Night at Flumpty's, and a big one is FNAF Plus, which is a full remastering of the original FNAF 1, which I am super excited about, which I will play that the moment it comes out on this channel. So stick around for that. Fazbear Frights. Why is this in blue? Merchandise? Why is it under merchandise? Oh, yeah, it's the books. Okay. All right. I got you. Okay, calm down. So I thought it was going to be the actual place in the games. That's where the attractions are. That is like the horror attractions, the original one from FNAF 3 that you work at. But this is referring to the book series Fazbear Frights, which, yeah, it's just a book series of Fazbear Frights. I think this was the one where Into the Pit was introduced, which I think is the most famous one of these. Into the Pit, which it's the first one, so obviously. Five Nights at Candy's, as we talked about before during the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative. This was one of the fan games that a creator made. I don't know what does background mean? Like, I don't understand. Oh, they're their picture is in the background. I got you. I got you. Okay. I'm sorry, because down here is Five Nights at Candy's, right? So uh, uh Five Nights at Candy's, right? It's a fan game created by someone. It's essentially Five Nights at Freddy's, but with newly made characters, and it was pretty cool right at the time. It was one of the first fan games of Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel. So in the game, well, in FNAF 1, presumably the phone guy dies, and in the FNAF 2, he is back for some reason, which is one of the biggest evidences pointing towards that FNAF 2 is a prequel to FNAF 1. And so, yeah, it just makes sense, right? Five Nights at Freddy's 2 song, The Living Tombstone. So, The Living Tombstone is an artist who is more popular for his FNAF songs. He's probably the most popular FNAF artist. And his songs have garnered a lot of views, especially his FNAF 2 song, which became a meme, right? I'm pretty sure that one did. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It is the newest installment in the series and is the first ever game created by mostly no, because Help Wanted. It was the first ever game that featured a 3D environment, right? It created a 3D environment that you can roam around, right? It was a free roam game. Okay. It is super buggy, and there's DLC coming out, and no one knows what the heck is the story. So, that's basically that for FNAF Security Breach. We're gonna do these. We're gonna do these, and then these, and then we're gonna call it a day. So that's for this is part 1 of it because it's just a lot. FNAF AR special delivery skins. Essentially the skins in Five Nights at Freddy's special delivery, which was a game on your phone that would essentially deliver the FNAF experience to your phone. Okay. And because of that, it would essentially just leave you to be like, it's just supposed to be a fun experience. It's supposed to be a really fun experience for everybody to take a part of. And that's basically it. So yeah. Just give me a second real quick, because I wanna add something real quick to Streamlabs, because I'm just streaming through its software. I'm not technically like, I don't know if this will work, especially since I am streaming right now. So I hope yeah. Yeah, college level content. You bet this is. You bet. You bet. Man. I might have just broke Streamlabs. Oh wait, look. Uh-oh. So Streamlabs is not working. So this is weird. That's just weird. It's, I guess I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just gonna have to end stream right now, which is kind of sad because I kind of wanted to just I kind of wanted to keep this going, right? I guess that's just sad. Dang. Well, I'm going to make a part 2 to this, possibly tomorrow. Hopefully. Gosh, as soon as I'm leaving, of course, there's more people coming in. Shoutouts to 3Z. I believe I can put you in timeout. But yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I will make a part 2 to this at another time when I get things fixed. But right now, I guess it's just not. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay in school. Don't be a fool. Act so cool. Peace.